What is happening, y'all? Thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time visiting my channel, definitely scroll down to that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button to keep updated with all my uploads, and hit the notification button so you can just watch it first thing when you get that notification, because you know I'm trying to bring value to you guys all day, every day. So let's begin. We're going to speak about a very fascinating topic, and that is, the pressures of natural lifters today. And we got to start all the way back when I started, when I was about 15 years old, 15 or 16 years old. Just started lifting, just got my gym membership, learning the ropes, really getting in tune with my health, holding myself to a higher standard, believing that I can do better, I can be better. And eventually that novelty dies off. You kind of get your groove and you become confident in the gym. You're doing everything right. You're doing the research, you're studying, you're learning your body, you're learning what movements work best for muscle development for you. And then you come across some guys at the gym that are abnormally massive. They look extremely impressive. If you guys grew up in a place like me in suburbia, um, it's a little different over there. There was like one or two guys that were abnormally gargantuan. You know what I'm saying? And clearly, the first thought would be, yeah, they're probably taking something. Because, back in the day when I was 15, like all we had were those muscle magazines, and everyone's bodybuilding idol was Arnold Schwarzenegger because that's the only person they knew. And that was the only person that I knew. That being said, I was copying everything that Arnold was doing. He was doing those deep flies, really wide wingspan flies in that Generation Iron movie. I was doing everything like him, man. I was doing like that hanging Arnold bicep curl and everything. Because that's pretty much what we had to work with. And, now that I'm living in the perimeter of the city, definitely not like a city boy, but I live very close to the city. There's a huge difference in the type of people that I'm going to be running into at the gym. And you've probably seen them in my videos. This LA Fitness that I go to is actually a very advanced gym, I would say. Not advanced as in machines or special equipment, but advanced as in these guys have been working out for so long that they've jumped on the juice. And it's not even just guys. There's a few girls, maybe a handful of girls that are looking very, very impressive. And clearly they're taking performance enhancing drugs. I'm not going to be hating on them or anything, and it's their choice if they want to take that leap and push their body to the limit. I'm just saying it seems like there's a lot of people that are being influenced by social media, by their friends, by social pressures to take that leap. Luckily, when I was growing up in ages 16 through 20, I only had like one friend that really wanted to work out with me in the gym, and his name was Matt. It was a perfect scenario because, workout partners will really push you to the limit, and it's a very competitive nature where two guys come together lifting some iron, and that propelled me forward. But imagine if my buddy Matt was like, hey, bro, I met this guy in the locker room. We went to the third stall and we made an exchange, and now I got two vials. You want one? Y'all know how it is too, because when I was a kid, I was stealing with my friends, I was skipping school with my friends, I was sneaking out at night with my friends. Let's face it, when you're at a young age, you are very easily influenced by people around you. You heard it all before, like you are the five people that you hang out with. Well, that's very true. Luckily, my buddy Matt was not into pinning himself or getting into the idea of that or whatever. He was actually a personal trainer at LA Fitness. So he was a really good mentor, teaching me the ropes, even though I was older than him. He had his personal training license. We're doing all types of crazy exercises. It's actually kind of laughable now because I do very common exercises that get the results anyway, because you don't really need to do all that crazy shit. But imagine those people that have bad influences. I'm not an expert, but if you have a kid that's jumping on steroids, he could potentially ruin his testosterone levels for the rest of his life. He could be on like TRT for the rest of his life because he screwed up his balls because he injected way too much testosterone. All because his buddy Jimmy was like, hey, bro, we need to get on this human growth hormone and some SARMs. And I heard if you trend hard, you'll get them gains. In my opinion, if you have a friend like that that's really trying to push you and influence you to stray off of your natural course, I say cut them off, man. Just go work out by yourself. Go find a new workout partner. Maybe sit them down and explain to them how you don't want anything to do with that. Sometimes it's just not enough. Sometimes people are just proximized and you all go to the same gym and y'all become friends. Y'all just start talking more often. I've seen it. Like in my gym, there's a group of 5 to 6 guys. They're always socializing, talking in between sets and stuff. They're not exactly working out with the highest intensity. They're kind of like more going there for like leisure, single guys just, hanging out because they don't got a girl to go home to. Well, over the course of 1 to 2 years, slowly I've noticed that one by one, each one of them is getting bigger and bigger, and it's at an extremely fast rate too. There's this one dude in the group. He's the biggest one. He's lost all his hair. He's just straight jacked. You know what I'm saying? Huge gut, obviously on a high dosage of human growth hormone. He's got that Palumbo gut. Clearly, he has a real good access to this stuff. And, I always tell my buddy Paris, I'm like, yeah, that's definitely their dealer. That's the guy they're all hanging around talking to. He's the plug. I'm not completely positive. I mean, there's no way to be sure. I've never talked to these guys at all. It's just from observation. But imagine if you eliminated that person and the pressures of jumping on the steroids was decreased enormously. Well, you think it'd all be over there. I mean, you could run into another group of guys or another single person that is trying to influence you, but there is a greater power looming over us, and that's social media. We get so personable with these people with their IG stories and their Snapchats and their YouTube channel that we literally feel like we're hanging out with them when they're doing their vlogs. A lot of these guys are influencers with huge followings, and they are 100% honest with what performance enhancing drugs are taking. These kids are following them, they're young, they need someone to guide them, and this guy with a ton of followers is influencing them, telling them the complete stack to take. It is a whole recipe for disaster. Like the new generation, the new fitness culture, it's just going to be a bunch of drug abusers, I feel like. And what has helped me through the years to completely stay away from that stuff are these 4 core values, okay? It's health. Why did I start working out? Well, I didn't want to be fat. That was like the very last thing that I wanted in life. And to this day, I still don't want to be fat, of course, but it's expanded into such more than just not wanting to be fat. I want to have good cardiovascular longevity. I want to have healthy lungs. I want to be able to lift more than I can normally. I want to be stronger. And stronger to me is healthy. The second core value is definitely work ethic. I always believed hard work can achieve anything. Consistency, putting in the hours, practicing, doing whatever it was every day would eventually get you to the higher levels of anything. Third, you need to hold yourself to a higher standard. For me, I always thought I could do more and I could be more, so I wanted to do that and achieve that, but all under the umbrella of being natural. And finally, the fourth core value, you guys have to be prideful. I am 100% prideful of being natural. I promote it 100% completely. I want everyone that's natural, that believes in being natural and spreading the natural way, to subscribe right now, to hit that like button, because it helps me out exponentially. And if you guys disagree or agree, definitely leave a comment in the comment section. I want to get a little discussion started. Obviously this was purely my opinion in this little voiceover, but I definitely want to hear from you guys, okay? So thank you for tuning in. I will see y'all next time.